What's up, everyone? We've got a VTech laptop right here. This is just traditional VTech laptop. It does include a keyboard, which is totally awesome. You don't see it a lot in kid stuff. It has a nice little screen, and we have some options here such as ABCs, numbers, a game. It does talk a lot, so that can be a good sign, as we can see right here. So for instance, you type it in down here. You can see the game, and then additionally you can move this thing over
Numbers and shapes.
to a number game,
The direction keys to choose, and then press the enter
and
button
shapes,
to
which is
confirm.
kind of cool.
D, E,
Looks like you can press those.
4, 3.
And here you have the arrows that you would utilize. Now, as you can see, there's no arrows,
Exploring shapes.
so the arrows are actually down here on the actual keyboard, which is a little bit different than what you would see. So you can go over here and click those and move those across, as you can see.
Count the sounds.
So you'd count the sounds in this game.
Exploring numbers.
So you kind of explore stuff doing that. So let's take a look at some other things here. We have some other games in here. We have this little
Counting
ball
shapes.
thing right here. So let's click that.
Animals and foods. Use the direction keys to choose, and then press the
So a
enter
lot of
button
use of the
to
directional
confirm.
keys. I have not seen this on a tablet,
Who
but it
makes
seems
the
like it's
sound?
pretty interactive for younger kids.
Who makes the sounds?
So who makes the sounds?
Who passed by? Animal footprints.
So they just kind of ask the questions, which is kind of cool.
Who passed by?
So let's take a look at the next one. We can move this over real quick. Let's do that.
The sounds. Logic and games. Use
So if
the
you're sitting on the
direction
beach here, you can be
to
playing this,
choose,
I
and
guess.
then press the enter button to confirm.
So then this may be kind of tough for kids if they're not familiar with this. So it may require, but you hit the enter.
Use the direction keys to choose the object that is different.
So you'd use that directional key again. So a lot of that. So your kid has to know enter. So that could be a challenge. So just know it could be a little bit more advanced than what you'd typically have in some of these. So just be aware of that as you go through this. Now let's take a look at some of the music stuff.
A,
So you'd find A.
A.
Also the same thing, directional here. So let's try that.
Music festival. Music party.
So the only way to do this would you have to press enter. So you're gonna have to press enter to get some of these to work. I think that's good and bad. I don't know how to think about that. So just your kid has to know that's how you get into a game, as long as you can teach them that. So we also see this button right here. I'm not sure what that's for. I believe that's difficulty level. Let's take a look.
All about you.
All about you, okay.
About you. Use the direction key to choose, and then press the enter button.
So that
to
directional
confirm.
key is big on this VTech laptop. So here you have the directional key, and you have to press enter to actually do anything.
Let's choose a food you like. Carrot.
All enter. I think that can cause confusion for younger kids, but if your kid's older, maybe it won't.
Use the direction keys to. Let's choose your open.
Most kids just press the buttons anyway.
Use the direction
Now this does have a
keys
full
to
QWERTY
choose,
keyboard, so you can
and
kind
then
of teach your
press
kids to
the
almost
enter
type with
button
this.
to confirm.
We can turn off the music even, which is kind of a newer thing. I haven't seen that. So if you're annoyed with that song, they actually give you the opportunity to turn off that music. And then we have a question mark.
Use the direction keys to choose, and
Kinda
then press the enter
Tells
button
you what to do, so
confirm.
at least you have that question mark if you're confused. And additionally, this thing does roll up. We'll take a look at that. So it shuts, and it looks like this on the outside. You got your batteries on the back. You have this. So you can do a lot with this, it looks like. Lots of different games. You have your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, matching.
Let's learn about
Your standard
you.
stuff.
Use
And
the
then you could have,
direction
just make sure you know the enter key.
and then press the enter button
Let's take a look
to
at the
confirm.
settings.
Use the
Different sound
direction
settings.
to choose.
And brightness is what you get there. And then you probably have to press enter. So I want to call this the Enter laptop because that's what it is. Now, are any of these? I don't think they are, but none of these are buttons on the top, so just know that none of these extra things are buttons. So you have to do it all from this keyboard. So this is the VTech laptop. Hopefully, I would probably recommend it if your kid's a little bit older. And there are some other ones on my channel, so go check those ones out. But if your kid's a little bit older, I'd probably recommend this. If they're not in that older stages, you may want to hold off until they're just a tad older. But overall, pretty good laptop. Kind of gets them going with that and get some learning, which is the main thing. Subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Cool laptop.